Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, ladies and germs. Uh, I'm not talking as this motorcycle is being ridden in the video, but I figured it's been a long time, and a voiceover could be in order because a lot's changed since the days of the Trident and the days of hooliganish activities on said Trident. Not to say that I don't have fun anymore, but the fun's changed. The fun's changed a little bit. In this footage, I was doing a cross-country trip on a new to me Aprilia Tuono V4. Love that bike. Have some footage of that bike that's just kind of goofy that I might put out. But for the sake of this video, this footage is just some background just feasting for your eyes of some pretty landscapes and pretty motorcycle that you can't see. But it's real nice in 360, so I hope you appreciate it. So, the meat and potatoes, the updates. Trident, evidently no longer around. No longer on the Trident. Love that motorcycle, but I had a really nasty habit with that motorcycle, despite how much I loved it. Loved it. All my buddies had faster bikes than me, and that was not super fine and dandy with the type of riding that I was doing back in those times. Regardless of how good it was in the corners, regardless of how awesome it was of an everyday bike. I got the itch, so I got the Tuono, which naturally blew the doors off of the bikes that my buddies owned, but at the same time sort of detracted from some of my enjoyment from motorcycling. That bike was fantastic. I loved all of it. It was my dream bike, and given the chance I would 100% own one again. But that bike, had I kept it, would have put me in jail, or one of these times I would have run out of talent and turned into a piece of baloney on the side of the road. So despite how much I loved this beautiful motorcycle you're seeing in the footage, despite it carrying me across the country, which it is not at all designed to do, this thing was so strapped down with luggage, and I felt so bad for it being a mule to get me across the country. It was a fantastic machine for that journey. Once you hit curvy roads like these, there's nothing else I would have rather been on but that Tuono right there you're seeing in the footage. So what's happening now? I understand it's been a couple of years since I've uploaded. Man, I'm not sure I know where to go from here, but at least going forward after this video, I'm gonna shoot to put something out at least once a month. These days, I'm on a old man bike. I'm on a 2023 Triumph Scrambler 1200. I don't ride it like an old man, but it's an old man bike, and I think that does me good. You know, it really starts to wheeze after about 80 miles an hour, and realistically, I think on the street that's around where we all should be staying for safety reasons, of course. And of course, all of my riding in past videos was all done in Minecraft and virtual reality, as you all know. So let's keep that in mind going forward with riding that maybe doesn't seem the most legal. So yeah, the Scrambler has been awesome to me. It allows me to do some longer trips, and you know, you can still ride it like a hooligan. The thing wheelies like crazy because it's such a long wheelbase. It's just a big, heavy dirt bike. So I apologize that, you know, the Trident's gone. I understand a lot of folks were around for that because that bike had a big draw, right? It was brand new. I know it was big in India and overseas, not so much in the States. And you know, people, it was new. It was something new, and people wanted to just content on it. And I remember seeing a comment at one point that was along the lines of like, "It's so nice to see somebody riding one of these bikes not like my grandmother," and you know, that gave me a chuckle and made me want to keep riding that bike fast. But what it led me to was a pattern of when I went out to ride my motorcycle, it wasn't about going out and having fun with my friends anymore. It was about putting on the camera and doing something fast and dangerous and trying to get a good video for YouTube. And if I didn't get that, then I was bummed out. My ride I wasn't having fun. So I had to take a step back for a while, get back to what I really enjoyed about motorcycling, and shit, this footage here really describes it well. I know it's showing my eyeballs. Don't dox me. You know who I am. But this is what I enjoyed about motorcycling, and this is what it'll be going forward. It'll probably be me yapping into a camera about whatever nonsense is on my mind and whatever goofy things are happening around me, and less so of trying to drag me through Highway 7 in Washington and trying to blow the doors off of every fast bike I see. So yeah, I'm gonna quit yapping now. Leave you guys with the rest of this beautiful footage. And yeah, I appreciate you sticking around this long, and hopefully going forward, as opposed to just enjoying me riding motorcycles fast, you enjoy hearing my thoughts on motorcycling and different bikes I get to ride, and why we should all be doing it as a whole. Because I feel like a lot of biking these days is Instagram, and I don't know, everybody thinks they need a sport bike, which I get. I was a kid once. I understand the appeal of the sport bikes. They're sexy, but I don't know. Motorcycling's much more fun when it's not going on Instagram and you're not worried about how sick you look dragging me on your brand new Gixxer. So yeah, I'll leave y'all with this. I appreciate y'all, and looking forward to putting out more. Thank you.